Cliff Downey, director of the Steam Rally for Echuca, Moama Rotary Club. The Steam Rally is a huge, iconic event which provides a great vehicle for yesteryear, and it involves a great deal of people who have passion for steam, for horses, for vintage tractors, vehicles of all kinds, and also the particular ways of doing things that in a lot of ways have gone past, and we're recreating them on the site at Rotary Park every year. It's the 54th Steam Rally this year, and we're really proud to be running it. It's a big event, and we have a really big team of people. It involves most of the service clubs and organisations such as fire brigades as volunteers running the event. All the funds raised from the event go back to the community. They go to the upkeep of Rotary Park where it's kept, the Steam Rally is held, and it goes towards all of the service groups and volunteer groups who are involved in the rally. For some of them, it's the biggest fundraiser for the year, and we have a presentation night and we really celebrate those funds going out to the community. In recent years, for instance, we've raised $50,000 for the local hospital and many other organisations. It's an event that brings people from all over Victoria and further away. That's exhibitors, hundreds of exhibitors, and also hundreds of volunteers. It's an exciting event, and it's for all ages. We've got a lot for young families, and we've also got lots for people who really value those old ways of doing things. It's something that we promote heavily through the local media, and we get a lot of support from TV and the paper and various social media as well. We're so lucky to have had Julie Lomas as a volunteer working all the way since late last year, all the way through during the rally, prior to the rally and following the rally. Julie's work has been phenomenal. She's been putting in a whole lot of activity each week, and we couldn't have run the rally without her.
So my role this year has been mentoring Sarah, the new secretary, and also playing the role as a volunteer to do some little extra jobs that need to be done, and I'm enjoying it this year. I don't have as much pressure. What I get out of it, I don't know. I volunteer for lots of organisations. It's just something I feel that I may not have the money to donate, but I have the time to donate. So it gives me lots of pleasure. Been involved in tourism and events for many, many, many years before we moved to Echuca. So I understand and appreciate the position events have in a town and what they do for the economy and that type of thing. And it means that if all these events are successful, whether it be our steam rally, it means that we can keep the town running. It brings in the money for the town and helps just in general with the economy.
So the money which is raised, it gets used for a lot of good projects and that, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and that's the other thing. Like other events, we use other community groups to help with the rally. So they're all volunteers in their own right. They do it for their own organisation, and at the end of the rally, the Rotary Club give a donation to those groups that have participated. And that way then, even though they're the same, they're not getting any monetary value for themselves, but they have projects for their own organisation. So that in itself is a great thing for the community, for the town as well. So
I've been attached to the steam rally for about 37 years, I think.
Yes.
Even before my father was a Rotarian, I used to come around. But I've been here too long, Shaq. Too long. I'm ready to retire. And but anyway, I don't want people grinning at me, the Shaq.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Anyway.
My current role in Steam Rally is managing the country kitchen. where we cook many thousand scones with a dedicated group of about 30 volunteers. And it's now my 4th year. I've done it for 4 years, so it's been wonderful.
At the Steam Rally, we have vintage tractors, we have grand parades of all kinds of vehicles with lots of commentary so people can understand how those vehicles were used. We have things like tractor pulls, and we have various different ways that people created food. We have a scone kitchen. We have a lot of different kinds of food that people can buy. They can see stew being made in cooking pots, and they can eat damper. There is a whole variety of different activities that they can try out. They can ride a miniature rail. Little children can be part of an animal farm. Little children can see Thomas the Tank Engine. There's a whole variety of different things for all the different age groups. People like John Lomas, people like Ray Clayton are working for weeks and months up to the rally, getting the grounds organised, getting the catering organised. We have various other groups of people, working bees, getting things into shape all around the rally. Lots of things are borrowed, and we have a lot of different things that we pay for up front so that we can run the rally. And we're bringing people and steam engines and all sorts of equipment from long distances. So there's a lot of organisation in that. A key part of it is our paid administrator. This year we've got a young woman, Sarah Hancock, who's done a great job with that. And she works all through from around about November all the way through until after the rally, doing the administrative work, organising things, getting things into place, ordering things, and also managing a lot of things to do with the event and the follow-up. And there's significant follow-up, making sure that everything's tied up and finished off well. Done our best to bring the rally further into the modern age and into the future. We've had online ticketing, which has been a success. We've had a website which we've upgraded. We've used Facebook much more extensively, and we've boosted our posts, and we've had a lot of great sharing of those posts through the social media. We've also used our own Rotary Club website to make a record of things so that we've got them there for the future. So we're trying to use information technology. We've also been celebrating and involving and really getting the public's awareness that it's not just older people who are interested in the vintage tractors and Clydesdales and steam engines. There's a lot of young people too. And so we've had some feature articles on people like Jared Beer with the steam engines and Josh Taylor with the horses. And that's been a really exciting part of it.
Weekend at Rotary Park. It's wonderful. Come and visit, come and see what we have, all the traditional trades of blacksmithing and horses and steam engines, and of course the scones in the country kitchen. So come and have a taste.
Well, I'm here as a volunteer. My husband's a Rotarian, and I just like to be involved with what Rotary's doing. I am a member of Inner Wheel, which is a group that originally was for the ladies or for the wives of Rotarians, and so we are now an independent organisation, but we still volunteer. I'm currently president of our club, and we sell pies in what we used to have a pie van, but now the ladies all sell pies, and it's all to go to fundraising for Rotary, and Rotary does so many good things. And the volunteers run the pie shop, they man it, and we get a check every year for our services. So therefore, what Rotary makes on the weekend of the Steam Rally goes to some of the local organisations that that come along and volunteer. They volunteer because they want to be involved, and it helps us with the work that Inner Wheel does. So it's a dual benefit.
And so how long have you been doing this for then?
Well, I've only been in Echuca for 5 years,
Yes.
and so the first year that we were here we got involved, and I've been doing it every year since.
So you get some sort of satisfaction out of doing all this?
Oh yes. And look, it's nice to see the money that is raised today goes back into the community, and I just enjoy helping the local community.
My role, Shaq, is to take a complimentary coffee or a complimentary black tea and biscuits to all the exhibitors that the law exhibitors that come back every year, and they receive you with just a great deal of joy, and it's a great job to do.
Yes.
It gives me a huge amount of pleasure, and it's mainly the way you're received by the people that you get coffee for.
Yeah, look, I was the STEAM coordinator.
Yes.
So we talked to all the STEAM exhibitors and arrange to see who's available this year to come along with the local engines.
Yes.
And then we have a transport budget, which we also then ask people from Melbourne and Leet and other areas around where they'd like to visit. And each year we try and get a different variety of engines to come along with our transport budget.
Towards different projects in the community over the whole year, for youth, for community activities, for a variety of different organisations locally and further away also, in the areas of health and wider Rotary programs, even as wide as ending polio on a worldwide scale. So the funds that we raise at the STEAM Rally are used by the Rotary Club and our volunteer groups in their own clubs and their own activities really extensively, and it touches right down to the heart of what the community is about. An example is that we've been upgrading the community park for the use of the community for new events. A new toilet block. We've got a men's shed coming, almost finished. We've got upgraded toilets as well, and we've also got an upgraded camp kitchen. All this means that we can run much more sophisticated events in the future, and this really comes down to what we're able to do from the funds that we raise from the STEAM Rally. This year the Rotary Club has been fortunate to have a Work for the Dole program, a federal funded program which provides us with workers, job seekers and a supervisor. And leading up to the rally, a lot of people will know we burn the dunny, and the Work for the Dole people have built that dunny this year, done a fantastic job, and they've also helped to set up the STEAM Rally and also some of the clean up afterwards. So it's been a really good addition. But they'll keep working at the park on a variety of projects to enable us to be able to have a whole wider range of activities at the park, such as building a temporary and movable stage. Those kinds of things will be working into the future.
It's good to help out,
yes,
like all Rotarians do on this particular weekend. It's a big weekend, and we need raise some funds for the club and help out with the community projects. It's fantastic.
Very good.
We're support staff. This is the operations of the Rochester Rotary Club, run it every year.
Right.
And myself and two others, we're support staff for the road to make sure it runs the way they want it run.
We're really pleased to see so many people, thousands and thousands of people along to the rally this year, and we remind them that we're always creating something new and interesting, and we look forward to seeing them again.